Well,
Welcome back. That's right.
Welcome to Quiet in the Back.
Yes.
I'm your host, Patrick William,
I am Austin Jenny.
and we're back in the living room.
Yeah, we're
I'm
here.
going to be moving next week, so
yeah.
we packed up the studio. We're in the living room. It's chill. Don't question it.
It's chill. It's fine. Everything's totally normal and fine.
Everything sounds the same, looks the same, feels the same.
Yeah, it's not really bright in here.
Yeah. If you're chattering, be quiet in the back.
Yes, that's right.
What do we watch this week, Austin, to finish up Sci-Fi September?
Ooh, an absolute classic banger. Starship Troopers.
1997.
Fucking dead bugs, fascism, satire, you know
Horny,
it.
hot military boys and girls.
Yeah, teenagers.
That are clearly 28. We've got director Paul Verhoeven.
That's right.
He also did RoboCop, Total Recall,
Basic
Instinct,
Yeah.
among other things.
Yeah, Hollow Man.
We've got actors Casper Van Dien.
Yep.
You probably don't recognize that name.
No, you'll recognize the jawline though.
Yeah, you might recognize those pearly whites. Dina Meyer, Denise Richards, kind of recognizable.
Mm-hmm.
Gary Busey's son, you recognize by the teeth. That's Jake Busey.
Yep.
And then the two probably most famous people in this movie, Neil Patrick Harris and Michael Ironside.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Pretty banging cast. And the cast bangs.
They bang and they're hot.
Yeah.
They look good doing it.
And they're Nazis.
We're going to get to that. They may or may not be Nazis.
We are unsure if they are Nazis.
This is a movie that's based on a book. And by all accounts, the movie twists the book a little bit.
Yeah.
We haven't read the book,
No.
but what we've read on the internet from reviews, it seems that the book is a bit more earnest and straightforward in its sort of philosophy that it's presenting.
Yeah.
Whereas the movie is injecting a bunch of satire to sort of change the meaning, I think, of the content.
Yeah, quite a bit, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's it's definitely the director's new project. It is very much so a different thing.
I do not think that if you do a straight reading of Starship Troopers, the book, and a straight viewing of the movie, that you can pull the same ideas or the same conclusions about those ideas from these two pieces of media.
Yeah.
They mean dramatically different things.
Yeah. But then again, we don't know. We've only seen the movie.
We're just going off of reviews.
That's right.
But they seem reasonable, and I think I trust those reviews. I do want to read the book, though.
Yeah, definitely.
So this is a society that is at war with aliens.
Yeah, a global society.
Right.
It is all of humanity versus another.
Our main character lives in Buenos Aires, Brazil.
Yeah.
But their society is essentially what you would imagine as like an American Western democracy, minus the democracy.
Yeah, no democracy here.
This is an authoritarian government. Not everyone is a citizen. You have to earn your citizenship, your right to vote, through military service.
Yeah. That's not good, is it?
Well, it depends if you're the author or if you're the director of this film.
Yeah, no kidding.
This movie sort of, I guess the book brings up some pretty interesting hypotheticals.
Yeah.
That are definitely worthy thought experiments if you're into sort of political philosophy.
Mm-hmm.
Concepts of rights versus duties, whether or not citizenship should have to be earned versus just inherited by virtue of your birth.
Yeah, civil sacrifice.
We're dealing with some of these things today with the administration sort of threatening to take the power to like remove natural citizenship, birthright citizenship.
Yeah.
So it's always sort of the kind of thing that's looming in the background of a fascist ideology, I guess.
Yeah, I don't think that the author would or the director would have imagined that we would be
Yeah.
dealing with anything close to that, but here we are.
Um, this movie deals with fascism in a fun way, I would say.
Yeah, extremely unique. It does add a lot of comedy to it. It's a bit more lighthearted
Hmm.
than you generally think of when you think the word fascism. The idea of fascism.
Yeah.
It's very much so.
It's very humorless in real life. It's
Yeah,
very oppressive and dark.
yeah.
And but this movie is very light and sexy and like
Totally and
funny.
so tongue in cheek too. It's
That's what makes me think that it's so it deals with a lot of propaganda in the context of the movie. Like the characters are seeing propaganda.
hmm
It's on the news channel. It's very like tongue in cheek. But I think the whole movie itself is meant to be understood as a piece of propaganda in this universe.
yeah,
This is a propaganda movie that these civilians and citizens of this earth are presumably like watching in theaters.
yeah,
That's how I take it. Because it's very like, so like the lighting is very high key.
yeah,
That's like what we have here.
yeah. But yeah.
Yes, it's very like talk show lighting. Like
hmm
everyone has like beautifully lit faces. They're not going for like the gritty Dark Knight
No.
look, right? It's very high key. Um, the acting is very sincere, like overly sincere.
It really is. Yeah. I mean, it's pretty good though too. I would say. Like
Yeah.
it's convincing. They are sincere in a convincing way.
So yeah, I feel like I need to distinguish between the actual acting of the actors
Yeah, yeah,
in the making of this movie
yeah.
and then what I would consider to be like the meta acting of the characters
hmm
in this propaganda film,
Okay.
which
Yeah,
I
yeah,
believe that this film is being portrayed as or presented as.
yeah.
So like I think that what you're watching when you watch this, right, is a packaged product for the citizens of the universe that it takes place in.
Mm.
And the characters that you're watching are like overacting,
Yeah.
right? It's like hammy.
Yeah,
They're like, that bug deserves to die.
yeah. The only
It's
good
like,
bug's a dead bug.
right. They're delivering these hammy lines with complete sincerity.
Yeah.
And it's funny, I wrote it as a critique actually earlier that this movie is like cheesy,
Yeah.
but I actually think that that's intentional and it's kind of a strength because of that understanding that I got more towards the end.
hmm No, I would totally agree with that. I think that this was a very purposeful movie.
Yeah.
Like every, nearly at least, yeah, every decision seems to be on the money.
Right. It's like, yeah, it's hammy, but it's being made that way on purpose to embody the sort of like cheesiness of a workplace training video almost.
Yeah, this is
Like, be careful not to put your hand too close to the
a
fryer.
Waffle House training video
Yeah,
for
right.
killing an alien species.
I think they did a really good job at like packaging it in that way
Yeah,
while still making it a watchable movie.
yeah,
Like, if you don't understand it through that lens, it still works.
absolutely.
But if you're not watching it through that lens, I do think it's a bit cheesy.
Yeah, I could see that. I mean, yeah.
Like
So it's like click here to see more, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But just the acting, the delivery, it's like over the top. It's really sincere.
hmm
But like the lines they're delivering are like ridiculous. Anyways, I think that's a fun aspect to the movie that it's a little bit meta and that it's playing on its own format. I don't really want to go through the plot.
Yeah.
I think people know this movie,
Yeah.
but want to just give a super brief overview.
I mean, yeah. The human race is, teamed up. They are being attacked by bugs, right? An entirely separate space, or, entirely separate species. They are in a crazy military industrial complex system that is sending all of their young people to go and kill these bugs across the galaxy and establish like different, space ports, I suppose you would say.
Yeah.
And it's like
They're like colonizing
Yeah,
these
they're just
planets,
colonizing,
basically.
and the whole plot of the movie is just a exploration of 3 different individuals' lives in this universe.
Right. In the service, in their military service. One of them is a grunt.
Mm-hmm.
He is infantry.
Yep.
The other is a pilot. So sort of in the middle,
Yeah.
a bit of a technical role. And then the third is command. He's
Yeah.
like a strategist. He also has psychic powers.
He also wears an SS uniform.
Straight up like SS officers,
Like, it's crazy.
long black leather jacket, like
Yeah.
overcoat.
Yeah, the hat,
The hat, the boots.
the fucking put the eagle on the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Very funny.
Yeah.
If you hadn't realized up till that point that what you're watching are Nazis, like I think those outfits are meant to like drive it home.
Yeah, it's like, okay, now.
In case you
yeah.
missed it.
Yeah, in case you
Right.
missed the kids stomping on the bugs, everyone does their part. The
Yeah.
maniacal laughing lady. Like,
So it's a very funny satire of like fascistic zeal, I guess, like the energy that people have when they're like participating in this type of project.
mm-hmm.
And I think it does a good job too of like showing you how easy it is to get wrapped up in the enthusiasm.
Yeah.
Even as a viewer, I think it's like it does a very good job of drawing you into the mission.
Yeah.
And it becomes like a fun action movie and you're like, kill those bugs.
I mean, that's, based purely on the reception of this movie at launch. People thought it was just like a big dumb war movie, and a lot of people were like, yeah, kill the bugs. It's like,
yeah.
And then, people analyzed it, and but yeah, it's pretty spooky how people can get carried away in that sort of sense.
I think it's a pretty interesting way to do commentary too, to sort of make the audience like fall for the thing that you're commentating on.
Yeah, for sure.
Draw them into it, be almost like unwitting participants.
Yeah, I have talked to some rather less intelligent people, to put it kindly, who just thought this was a sick war movie.
Right. It's just like lasers,
yeah,
machine guns, bugs.
Yeah, didn't look into it at all. They're just so excited to kill bugs. It's like, oh man, you're in. You're in for it.
You are dupable.
Yeah.
I mean, probably one of the biggest sort of messages in the movie is about how the society that they live in uses propaganda and the allure of the mission to basically trick dumb people into committing genocide.
Yeah, they're so genocide gung-ho. And like there's probably we're not sure, but like they never show us them sending the asteroids for one,
Yeah,
that
so
never happens.
One of the big plot points is that aliens attack Earth. The bugs attack Earth they send asteroids from their asteroid belt.
Yeah.
But like Austin said, you don't see that happen. You only are told that it happened that way by human command.
Yeah.
We kind of believe it's a false flag.
I think for sure Buenos Aires is. I mean, like, there's like the one asteroid that's coming that Carmen almost hits,
Right.
And then she dodges out of the way, and they're like, where'd that come from? How does the military command not know? You know? And then it goes and hits Buenos Aires and kills like
directly.
Yeah.
12 million deaths.
Yeah, instantly or whatever. Yeah. No, I think for sure that was a false flag to get them into like really get them into the war.
And the reason I really think I believe that is that all of these bug planets that they go to invade later have a breathable atmosphere for humans and the same gravity as Earth.
It's just fully colonizable planets.
They don't need helmets. They don't need to modify anything. They can just go to these planets. So obviously that would not be the case just by random chance.
No.
That leads me to believe that humans identified these planets as viable colony planets.
Yep.
And their goal is to eradicate the native population.
Absolutely.
So that they can take the planets. And what better way to do that than to create a war?
Yeah.
And quote unquote, justified war of self-defense.
Yeah.
So false flag operation. They killed 12 million Earth humans
Mm-hmm.
and started an intergalactic genocide.
Yeah.
And everyone's
And
falling for it hook, line, and sinker.
the problem, I mean, it's just so fucking unfortunate because, like, I could just fully see that happening. Like, that is pretty realistic to me.
Yeah. Well, I think in the fantastical sense of like space war with different species, it's a lot easier to believe it that like people would, buy into this because the othering is like built in.
Yeah,
It's
it's a
literally a different species.
yeah, it's very much so part of our species. We're
They're,
so comfortable doing it to each other.
they're insects. They're
Yeah.
like gross and slimy. It's so easy to want to kill them. But obviously, part of what this movie is doing is asking you to explore the ways in which humans other each other
Mm-hmm.
with this sort of like dehumanization language, calling each other filthy, bugs, roaches.
Vermin,
You see it
insects,
today.
yeah.
You've seen it in World War II and many other conflicts
Mm-hmm.
in human history. So I think the bugs obviously are a stand-in for other victim populations.
Of course.
So you have to be able to take this movie out of the fantastical realm and into the historical realm to sort of like be like, oh yeah,
Mm-hmm.
humans, we do genocides to each other
All
too.
the time. Yeah.
It's not just bugs. Okay, let's run through a couple of the interesting aspects of this society that's
Yeah.
presented to us because it's kind of cool, and then jump into the themes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mormon extremists.
Yeah, that was a weird one-liner, huh?
They sort of just like they blow right past it, but like at one point they're just mentioning casually that like a group of Mormon extremists were doing some sort of terrorism and had to be like put down.
No, they didn't. No, the Mormon extremists just left the. They were extreme because they left the solar system and they
Wait,
went.
what?
Yeah, they left the solar
missed that
system.
part.
Yeah, they left the solar system and went and colonized the world, right? And
Oh,
the bugs attacked them and slaughtered their entire thing.
okay.
Yeah.
So the Mormon extremists are to blame for attracting the ire of the bugs?
They might have blamed it on the Mormon
Are
extremists.
they like
then.
settlers?
Yeah, just basically settlers. But I
Okay.
feel like, I feel like the military was doing it too. I don't think that they were the first ones.
You think the military is using the Mormons as a scapegoat?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
Which
cool.
is
That's
interesting
cool.
because there is like real world cases of, plenty of Mormon groups like going specifically down to Mexico and then getting slaughtered. That has happened quite a few times.
Real world history.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was a fun little Easter egg.
Hmm.
You got to have a license to have babies.
Yep, you do. You got to get approved by the government to have
You
kids.
can't just be having kids in this society.
Mm-hmm.
You probably have to be a citizen or wealthy.
Yeah, I bet.
And you got to get approved
Yeah.
by your overlords. They have to want you to be able to have babies.
That's so crazy.
What do you think they do to babies that are had without unpermitted babies?
I'm sure they get rid of them.
Yeah.
Turn them into sludge.
Oh boy.
You got
to kill those babies.
You gotta, Well, we can't just have loose babies.
Unpermitted babies? Are you kidding me?
No!
You can't do that.
That is just against the whole system, man.
This society has absolute gender and racial equality.
Yeah. Super interesting
Right.
part of it. I mean, and it makes sense within the context of the movie, too,
So normally when you have a real world fascist society, they are based on pretty aggressive othering.
Yeah.
You target sort of like vulnerable populations. When I say you, I mean like the leadership.
Of course, yeah. I'm sorry. It's just in my nature.
So you end up with these sort of segmented societies,
Mm-hmm.
In this one, the othering is being done to an entire different species, and the in-group is literally all humans on Earth.
Yeah.
So there's this interesting commentary about like maybe it's being presented as a value of an authoritarian militaristic state
Yeah.
that it promotes unity.
Yeah, well, I mean, unity is more important than the individual race of somebody when it comes to that big of an other group.
Yeah.
And you mean you could make? I saw an interesting video a little while ago about some guy talking about how we're currently headed into a post-modern, like a post-racial fascism currently in the United States to an extent, because obviously we still have our scapegoats of immigrants, you know.
Right. To the extent that they are specifically targeting brown people
Yeah. But I mean, still, I mean, look, there's still plenty of brown people that are
participating as well.
exactly, you know, I mean, look at Cash Patel, you know,
Yeah.
shit like that. And it's just like, it is an aspect of where it doesn't
Yeah.
necessarily matter what race you are as long as you are in their in group still.
As long as you're following the rules.
Exactly. And that's terrifying.
Yeah. I mean, the truth of the matter when it comes to this type of like power structure is that the goalposts are always moving.
Yeah.
And whether or not you're vulnerable or in charge kind of changes like week by week, depending on like the feelings and attitudes of the people above you.
Mm-hmm.
Fascism is like a constantly shifting sand,
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
So you can never really feel safe in a system like that. If it can target anyone, it can technically target everyone.
Of course.
Um,
I mean, yeah, like even like who's the Italian Mussolini?
Mussolini, yeah.
The inventor of fascism.
Right.
He specifically stated that fascism was a non-racial thing. It was purely a nationalistic thing.
Mhm.
And that's, yeah.
But for him as an Italian, nationality and ethnicity are more tied together.
Yeah, absolutely.
European countries actually like, and most countries in the world, your ethnicity and your nationality tend to actually be like the same thing.
Yeah,
Usually.
yeah.
For a place like America, that's just like fundamentally not true
No,
because of our history.
completely thrown out the window.
We're a melting pot of immigrants, so we don't actually have an ethnicity.
Yeah, which is why it's so insane that we're going after immigrants.
I know.
It's so stupid.
It's crazy.
Oh, man.
So interesting commentary on gender and race equality.
Yeah.
And one of the themes, I guess we could move into them.
Yeah.
Is this need for an enemy to unite people in a militaristic society. Because in a democracy or whatever other type of societal structure you might want that's not fascism, you don't need an enemy to unite people.
No, you need a common goal.
Or, yeah, ideals.
Ideals, yeah.
Mission. It doesn't have to be a military mission, just goals.
I mean, look at Star Trek.
Right.
You know?
Look at what we believed about America before the last couple elections. Like we had this sort of national narrative about the rights that we have. The Bill of Rights.
Yeah.
The Declaration of Independence. We had this sort of like narrative, right, about what it means to be American. And now it's sort of being changed, but that's a good example of how to unite people without an enemy.
Yeah.
There's no enemy in that.
Not in that statement, but that's also still underpinned by America being this imperial, core. That it's like we still need to spread that out, and the only way to spread that out is through violence.
Well, I don't think that that's built into the narrative. I think that's like something that unfortunately our leadership has done.
The way we twisted it.
Right. Like they've used the CIA and the military to like go and meddle, and our foreign policy has gotten aggressive and militaristic after World War II. But I don't think that's actually part of the sort of American narrative. We don't need to go spread it out.
Yeah.
We just need to be free and prosper.
Yeah.
And I mean, as a kid, that's sort of what you learn about America, that we started with colonies and slavery and stuff, but and women couldn't vote, and we've moved progressively towards like better ideals.
Yeah.
That's the narrative that we've been told. Obviously, we're coming up against some other latent forces right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, the need for an enemy to unite people in this movie is very strong.
Absolutely. I mean, they have to have it to kill these bugs.
Right.
to spread their colony.
They almost don't even have any sense of identity as a society outside of this like enemy. Like everything that you see them talking about is always like they're being defined in relation to the war effort, recruiting people to become citizens because you have to earn it.
Yeah.
Like, well, what does that mean in this context? It means killing the other enemy.
Yeah, absolutely.
You can't earn your citizenship by like designing a great bridge.
And everything that's
Like there's no civic value to like what things that we would consider valuable.
Yeah, and like everything that's non-militarized is like definitely portrayed as like a lower rung no matter what. Like even like I got into Harvard, but it's like not a big deal. Having kids is not very important in comparison
to being a citizen.
Yeah.
Although the main character, Johnny Rico's parents, I think are not citizens.
No. And
but they're very well to do.
I also just I don't understand what's the point of voting in this society. What is there to vote on?
Yeah, I'm sure there's more of it in the book. This is why we need to read it, because they don't go into that at all in the film.
Yeah.
They don't go into any of the sort of civilian dynamics of what society looks like outside of this military academy. We only see everything from the inside of the military institutions.
Yeah, at least within the movie. The internet does say, portrayed in the book, that it is apparently like a safe society that is generally, there's not a ton of poverty and stuff like that. So,
which is due to the fact that Robert Heinlein, the author, he actually earnestly believes a lot of these ideas.
Yeah.
I saw a review saying that he's said in interviews and stuff that he believes that the right to vote should have to be earned, most likely through military service. He doesn't believe that the citizenry in a democracy like America, who can just sort of sit back in peace times and we all get an equal vote, he doesn't believe that that can lead to good outcomes or that it's valuable.
That's so crazy.
Yeah, he thinks that like only if you're willing to put your life on the line to like defend your society, that only those people really earn a voice.
This is a little off topic, but it's within the realm. What do you think our society now would look like if that was the case? Wouldn't it be just fucked?
Dude, if only like vets of Iraq could vote.
Yeah, it'd be like Afghanistan. There'd be Gulf War vets that could still vote, and like some
honestly,
Korea,
dude, it couldn't be much worse than what we have. That's the unfortunate thing.
Yeah, I mean, you're probably accurate in that statement. That's, I
mean, for as much as the conservative side of politics that voted for Trump likes to claim they support the military, most of those voters are not military.
Yeah.
And most of their policies do not help the military.
Yeah.
They don't help the vets when they get back.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I have to imagine that actually if vets were the only ones voting, we'd somehow be in a better position than now.
Yeah. That's a fucked up thought, man. That's crazy.
That is crazy. And I don't think that for Heinlein that it was a liberal conservative issue. That's not his divide.
No, yeah, it doesn't seem that he takes that at all.
It's more like decadence versus integrity. It's like, have you proven that you're willing to be a full participant, or are you more of a fair weather fan?
Yeah, a person of like true character who's willing to sacrifice themselves. I mean, it's like, I don't know. In some ways, I can agree with that and see the points, but it's like, what are these vets fighting for?
Yeah.
What is this for a hypothetically just war? Like, is it just vets of World War II? No.
Right. No, it's anyone who's served.
So if you go kill some fucking poor people for oil,
right,
you're allowed to vote now.
I mean, part of me thinks about like
problems in that,
There are huge problems for sure, but part of me does think about like The conservatives and Republicans of the 80s
Mm-hmm.
were anti-Russia.
Yeah.
Dead before red. That was what they used to say.
Yes.
Rather be dead than red.
Mm-hmm.
They were very pro-America, anti-Russia, Cold War, hoorah. And then 40 years later, they are pro-Russia, anti-democracy.
Yeah. Pro
Um,
America. Pro their America.
but only if that America can mirror Russia, right? They're like pro oligarchy,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Poor
So
corporate oligarchy to be specific, but yeah.
I do wonder to what extent things would be different if the people that were active duty in the 80s during the Cold War carried through and actually left like a legacy of voting patterns,
Mm-hmm.
right? And then these like civilians that flip the script for 2020s wouldn't actually be able to do that because
Yeah.
there's like this through line of like knowing who your enemy is,
Mm-hmm.
knowing what side you support. But then the other side of that is, well, what, you just want to live in a perpetual conflict for your whole life? Like things can never change.
A lot of fucking Warhawks do. Yeah,
Yeah.
neocons do 100%.
It's like you just want to be at war with Russia forever. Like that's not what I want, even though I don't support the current Russian administration. I think, they're committing war crimes. I do think they're one of the biggest enemies to America today, but like I'm not saying that because I want to be their enemy.
Yeah.
So
It
I
would
don't
be
know.
way cooler if they weren't committing war crimes and
Yeah,
attacking Ukraine.
right.
It'd be way cooler if just there didn't need to
Right.
be any of that. It's it's all so sticky, man.
It's a very interesting thought experiment.
Of course.
I do think that like there's some merit to the idea that like a vote has to be earned. I just don't think that there's any way of creating a criterion for that vote that is reasonable.
No, because you couldn't test for like intelligence.
No, you can't start making it
You
about
can't.
like innate abilities,
Yeah,
genetics.
you
You're just
can't
on a
do any
slippery
of that.
slope
Yeah.
to eugenics and
Yeah,
racism.
it can't be anything innate like you
I
say.
mean, it would have to be like you'd have to be trying to qualitatively evaluate like value that's being added.
Yeah.
In the movie, they do it through military service. I could see a world where it's done through some amount of like focused labor, like departments of labor that are deemed valuable, like civics, engineering.
Mm-hmm.
That could include military, but I feel like it could be broader than that.
Yeah.
Contributions,
Healthcare workers
right?
sort of situation.
Basically, anything that's not just being like a self-centered capitalist, where he's like, I'm just out for mine, and like,
Yeah.
like if you're doing something that's civic-minded, is what I would imagine
Yeah.
could be a criterion. But
Yeah,
still.
or like maybe a test of moral character, but then who's determining it?
That's not gonna fly.
That's all so shady, so
Yeah.
shitty and shady. Yeah.
Okay, so that kind of covers the whole voting and citizenship theme that I had listed here as well, whether it is a right or earned. I do think it's supposed to be a right. I don't think there's a non-messy way to like make it earned that doesn't just end in fascism.
Yeah, I mean, you just can't deliberate without it ending badly. Like, there's just, it either has to be no one votes, which is bad.
Right.
Or everyone gets to vote,
Which is flawed, but better.
Yes.
I think if you have like just one group of people that get to vote, they just end up like subjugating the other non-voting group.
Yeah. I don't think it would be flawed if there was no money in politics.
Yeah. I mean, I think everything up till, what is it, Citizens United, 2009 Supreme Court decision was a lot better than what we've gotten since then in the last 16 years.
Certainly better. Yeah. There's still flaws.
there was still corruption.
Patriot Act is pretty rough.
Yeah, there was still a lot of corruption, but once they allowed like wholesale like corporations to speak via super PACs,
Yeah, man.
it was just everything's for sale. Like every
and
House
anyone
seat, every Senate seat, every Supreme Court justice, they're all bought and paid for now. So we definitely, if we're gonna do voting, it has to be no money voting.
Yeah, I mean that is. I think that's like the biggest flaw in our system right now.
Me too.
It's insane that anyone is allowed to just pay their way into the government.
Right.
I mean, we saw this recently with Elon. It's like what?
Yeah.
What?
And that was like the most like visible, like obvious version of this.
Yeah, of course, but
he just like literally donated like how much? Like $250 million to the Trump campaign, and then instantly got all the favors.
Yeah.
All the
Here's a seat at the top of the government.
Right. Do what you want, access the data, take it, train your grok with it. You know, it's just the most blatant quid pro quo that I've seen in my life. But that same thing is happening thousands of times over, just not in the light.
Yeah, of course. I mean, and probably, and terrifyingly, probably more money.
Yeah.
You know,
when you start getting groups of corporations involved.
Absolutely. How much do you think fucking BlackRock is paying the U.S. government to own 10% of the homes in this country?
Right.
You know?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Dude, it's so gross.
If you're a corporation and the first word of your name is black, you're probably evil, and that's not a racial comment.
Truth.
BlackRock, Blackwater,
Blackstone,
these are all terrible fascist companies that are doing corrupt deals with the government.
Oh, man.
And they own your shit. So they describe democracy as having failed in this movie.
Yeah.
They don't exactly say why. They just say that it failed.
Yeah.
And that the failure of democracy gave way to this superior system.
Do you think it was interladen? I mean, it was a 1997 movie, so I mean, maybe they were hypothesizing democracy is gonna fail like it is right now.
Do you know when the book was written?
59.
Okay.
Right after the Cold War.
So it's old school.
Right after the nuclear testing halted, specifically. Okay.
And that was before John F. Kennedy then with the Bay of Pigs and the real scares between the Russians and the Americans.
Yeah.
It's interesting. I guess Heinlein didn't really believe in democracy and just assumed it would fail.
Yeah.
Which maybe it is right now. Maybe we're at the watershed moment.
Believe that it is. Yeah.
It certainly seems as though the power structure of the country has collapsed into a single party rule.
And I mean, fuck, you really think that? I don't know. I don't believe that if we all went out, if we all go out and vote next time, it's gonna be who we voted for.
Right. They've got this game rigged at this point.
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty likely that it was rigged the last time.
Yeah.
You know.
I've read some compelling information that...
Dude, about the Starlink shit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The collaboration between Palantir and Starlink and the different state leadership apparatuses.
Is Palantir Peter Thiel's thing?
I don't think it's Peter Thiel.
Yeah.
It's a different company, but
yeah,
these are all people that are like... they're all Lord of the Rings nerds.
Yeah.
They're all techno-fascists. They're all playing on the same side.
They're all EACs.
Well, yeah. Horrifying.
Bad times. Bad news bears, even.
So, fascism versus democracy. It's very interesting that it is logically possible in a democracy to willingly vote yourself into fascism.
Yeah.
However, it is not possible within fascism to go to democracy.
Not without a revolution.
Without violence.
Yes, specifically violence. Yeah.
When you're using violence to overthrow a system, that's just right? That's a new system. That's
Yeah.
not like getting to democracy from fascism. Fascism has no path to democracy.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, well, you could have a benevolent leader that decides to implement it, but that is a hypothetical that has
mm,
never happened or tested or,
yeah, I mean, I wonder if it's even logically possible for a leader, an authoritarian, to like command people to become democratic. Like, can you? Because if you just obey the leader, then
I mean,
you're not exercising your own free will.
yeah, I mean, literally, North Korea is a perfect example of that. It is a democratic
Well,
social
yeah,
republic,
in name only.
Yeah, I mean, they vote, but they're just obeying Kim Jong
Yeah,
Un.
that's what they do in Russia too. It's like everybody go out and vote, and then he just says the results he wants. It's like
Yeah.
95% for Putin.
Yeah.
So believable.
Yeah, fucking imprisons his fucking campaign running people. Yeah.
The other theme that I wrote, and I think this is a much smaller theme, but I just found it interesting. Our main character is a rich kid.
Yeah.
His parents are rich.
Yeah.
He's shown at home in a tuxedo.
Yeah.
I think they're very wealthy. And his parents are trying to get him not to do the military service,
But go
to
to
become
Harvard.
a citizen.
Yeah.
Yeah, they think he should go to Harvard. And it's funny because he has got terrible test scores.
Yeah, he is dumb.
The implication is his dad can get him into Harvard anyways,
Mhm.
right, with money. And I thought it was very interesting that like there's so much emphasis in this movie by most characters put on the need for citizenship, to vote as a way to elevate your status.
Mm-hmm.
But his parents are not citizens and don't hold the same like evaluation of that.
Yeah.
And it just seemed like very striking commentary about like the function of money in a fascist society
Yeah.
as like superseding the declared virtues.
Well, yeah, 'cause,
Right.
yeah, no matter what, money's more important.
Money talks.
Yeah, money gets the ball rolling wherever you want it to
Right.
go. Money buys and pays for those ships to go kill the bugs.
It's like you say, like the leadership will say that what's important is the citizenship, the voting, the service. But what's true in this society is that the people with the money are still in control.
Of course.
Right.
And I mean, it's like that was shown in Nazi Germany with the big companies that helped. They did not give a fuck whether or not they supported the Nazi cause. It was they had money out,
Yeah.
Volkswagen had money and could make vehicles. You're in. You're not getting attacked. Plus, here's, 800,000 people that'll just work for you for free.
Yeah.
It's
And now we see Tim Cook of Apple showing up to the White House and giving Trump a golden placard.
Yeah.
Please don't tax my chips,
Please,
sir.
please. Yeah.
I swear I'll build iPhones in California.
No, you won't.
It's a lie, but
Yeah.
the connectivity between a fascist regime and the sort of like industry capitalist bases
Yeah.
that control all of like the veins of society is always has to be strong for it to work.
Absolutely. Every movement needs funding.
Mm-hmm.
Plain and simple.
And all the businesses need protection
Mm-hmm.
because it's essentially like a racket.
Yeah.
Pretty nice college you got there.
Yeah, no shit.
Would be a shame if something happened to it.
Yeah, it would be a shame if someone cut all the funding to Harvard.
That's a pretty nice corporation you got
Yeah,
there.
better get your DEI out of your corporation or oops, now it's gone.
Bet you want that $1 billion merger to go through with Skydance,
Dude.
Paramount.
Yeah. Oh, well.
I wonder what has to happen for you to get it.
Certainly not South Park doing what they're doing. God bless South Park.
Yeah, for real.
They are the kings of that shit, man. The best. Are you up to date?
I'm one episode behind.
So am I, yeah. So
They're
good,
killing it,
dude. That's so good. Such
satire is back.
scathing commentary, and they are not holding. I mean, well, they're still holding back, but like,
but they're ramping up.
They're ramping up, and they're being smart about it. Because if they didn't hold back right out the gate, I think Trump would stop the show. I don't know how he would do it.
Well, and it wouldn't work as well. Like the fact that you start small,
Yeah.
it's still provocative, it's still
Mhm.
ostentatious, but you start small, you get the ball rolling,
Mhm.
and now as the season goes, each episode builds on it,
Yeah.
and they're creating this like sort of momentum, this unstoppable force.
Yeah.
Um,
Riley
they
told me the last episode was even better.
we got to watch it.
I know.
We should try to watch it after this.
Fucking A.
I really think that was it Trey Parker and Matt Stone are probably the best satirists of our generation, of like a
100%.
few generations.
Yeah, of course. I mean, they've been doing it consistently, very funnily. Like it's the comedy level is
Yeah,
top tier,
for
and
35 years,
yeah, dude, since 1991.
a long time.
Yeah, something like that. 93, I can't remember. Insane. That is insane. You were talking. Oh,
I mean, these are experts, masters of their craft. So if
absolutely.
anyone could exercise a sort of social, philosophical takedown of this regime,
Mhm.
it's those guys.
And I love their ability to like, they've always towed the line pretty well as far as making fun of both sides of the political spectrum, all of that sort of stuff.
They take the enlightened centrist
Exactly.
perspective.
But not as much.
Yeah.
Not as much anymore. And good, dude. You got to call that out. I love what you just said. Satire is back, baby.
Yeah, it's back. I think the truth about them is they've always just punched up. Whoever's in charge, whoever's like being the biggest bully, basically, is the one who's going to take shots from South Park.
Yeah.
And for a long time, at least in our lifetimes, liberals were those people.
Yeah,
liberals had more social power than conservatives.
For sure.
In terms of cancel culture, in terms of sort of moral policing.
Yeah.
Maybe not politically, but it was more even. But like socially, liberals had more power.
For sure.
And so South Park tended to come across as more conservative. The truth is they never were.
Yeah.
They don't like bullies. And whoever has more power is who's going to get skewered.
Yeah.
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 Let's get back to this movie.
Yeah.
I think I'm almost done talking about this movie.
I am too. I mean, it's simple. It is a simple movie.
Yeah.
It's just there's fun tangents you can go off from this movie for sure.
It's got some interesting philosophy, but it's not hard to get it.
Yeah.
However, if you watch it blindly, it is hard. It is easy to miss it.
Yeah.
Ironically,
if you're on your phone the whole fucking time. Yeah.
It's a cool movie where the heroes are the bad guys.
Yeah. That's not that often.
Right. I always like that. I'm trying to rack my brain for other examples and failing, but they're out there. They're few and far between.
Mm-hmm.
But you're rooting for these guys at first. The longer the movie goes on and the more information you get about the war and the bugs and the propaganda, the more you realize that like we're the bad guys in this. Yeah. And then Neil Patrick Harris walks out in a full SS uniform, and you're like, yeah,
oof, yeah,
we are the baddies.
Yep.
Have you seen that skit from they're like English comedians. They did a show called Peep Show. Very funny, but they've got a skit where it's like two Nazi soldiers. One's an officer.
Yeah.
And they're like having lunch. And he's like, just like realizing things. He's like, do we have skulls on our hats?
Oh, I have seen that.
And the guy's like, yeah. Oh, yeah, we do. He's like, what's up with that? He's like, yeah, it's a little weird, don't you think? He's like, yeah, usually only evil people have skulls all over there. And they just keep noticing things. And finally, he just looks at the camera. He's like, are we the baddies? And he's like nervous about it. It's like, yeah.
Oh, man. That is good stuff.
Yeah. Do you have any criticism of this movie?
Not really, because I mean it's doing what it's meant to do well. I
just think the runtime's a little long.
It's a little long.
It's like 2 hours and almost 10 minutes.
Yeah, including the it's 2 hours basically. The last 10 minutes are just credits, but
okay.
Yeah, I would say that the build up is a little shaky, I mean, there's just a pretty solid lull before they start actually fighting the bugs. But it is giving you some world building and such. I think it could just be like an hour 40 movie instead of 2 hours.
Yeah.
Just cut 20 minutes, trim it up, clean it up.
It's interesting. We have a different opinion of what should be cut.
Really?
I like the intro part
Yeah.
because you're getting more of the themes explained, more of the
Yes.
ideology stuff,
Yeah.
which is really like what this movie's satirizing.
Yeah.
You're getting more of the propaganda and the look inside the institutions.
Yeah. No, I think the bug killing should be cut.
Yeah, I think the middle is where it lulls. It's a lot of hyper-violent bug death, but
Yeah.
it's not really like that entertaining.
No, it's pretty disinteresting. I think the beginning is just like it's slow, but it's still like a good. It's interesting. It's an interesting slow pace. But yeah, no, there's just too much crawling around in the tunnels. The tunnel scenes could have been a little bit shorter.
The machine gun flurries always just like take forever to.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, I get it, dude. You're shooting. It's always like bugs getting shot, more bugs, more shooting.
Yeah.
And the action scenes just aren't that actiony. They're just kind of like stagnant.
Yeah. And
That's my only critique, really. It's just like a lot of yelling, like, get down, but it's not like, I don't know. It's not a great war movie, I guess, in terms of action.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. So, yeah, I totally agree with you on that point. I think the bug fighting should be
Reduce
cut.
the amount of the middle by like 40%.
Well, it's just, it shouldn't take so goddamn long to kill all these bugs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like each bug is an ammo dump. It's a sponge for like 100 shots, And this was a little fun fact of the movie. 300,000 approximately blank rounds were used in this movie.
That's so many.
Record at the time.
So are all of those like muzzle flares that you're seeing in the filming like blanks?
Yeah.
That's not added in post. That's pretty cool.
It is cool. I mean, it's a cool technical aspect.
A lot of practical effects actually in this movie. A lot of real slime.
Mm-hmm.
Real like bug dummies and stuff. Like
full scale models, multiple full scale models that could hold the actors up were built.
A lot of people getting slimed and splattered and reaching into bug dummies.
Yeah, that stuff's gross. And use real slime. Slime's good. Goo's good.
And it's a lot of practical effects and makeup mixed with tasteful visual effects.
Yeah, VFX, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
CGIs and things like that. I think it's done pretty well, especially for 97. I think it really holds up.
Holds up pretty goddamn well. It looks way better than, I can't remember what movie we watched recently that was pretty shit for the Terminator 2.
Yeah.
And that was only 6 years earlier, and
91 was it?
Yeah, it looked way worse than this movie did. It's crazy.
When it comes to computer stuff, 6 years is a long time, especially in the 90s.
It is, of course.
Things were speeding up.
Yeah, but to last to 2025, I mean, it looks damn good.
It's a good job.
Yeah.
So rating?
Yeah. This is a solid 8 for me.
That's exactly what I think.
Yeah.
It's an 8.
Yeah. We're locked in all the time. This is just a rock solid, good ass movie. Fun ideas, great satire, good hammy acting, purposefully though, you know.
Propaganda, tone.
The whole click here to see more aspect of it is it's great. It's fun. It's so unique in that sense too.
Good humor.
Yeah. Technically it's pretty good. There's some cool shots sometimes, Yeah. It's a fucking solid movie.
I like that it gives you a lot of philosophy to think about.
Yeah.
It doesn't necessarily directly have a message or like tell you what to conclude from it. It's just sort of like throwing a lot of big ideas at you.
Yeah.
And you can choose to grapple with them or not. Or you can just watch this as an action movie and just see like hot, dumb people banging each other.
And
like,
killing bugs.
All right.
Yeah. Hurrah.
Make it 20 minutes, soldier. I think it's a really strong movie. It's an 8 for me.
Mm-hmm.
It's not changing my life.
No.
It's a little slow in the middle.
Yeah.
But it's good.
It's
very good.
Super fun way to end Sci-Fi September.
I think so, yeah.
It's not too heady. It's just it's a fun watch, but we can still chew on it.
I'm instantly ready for this time next year to do another Sci-Fi September.
It displeases me that we're not doing an entire year of
I know.
sci-fi.
Longtime fans will know that it's our favorite genre.
Absolutely.
Dystopian sci-fis in particular, just love them.
I know. It's like, should we just take next year to
Yeah.
knock them all out? Or
However, I am pleased to announce that for October,
Woo.
starting next week, we're doing horror movies.
That's right.
And that I also have a soft spot for.
Me too. It's probably my second favorite genre behind sci-fi, I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah, overall.
We're going to watch a couple campy, low-budget horror movies, and then a couple that are like classic and actually scary.
Yeah. And then, a few of I guess just one really in a cult modern classic, I would say as well.
Yeah, that's the one that I'm saying is probably really actually scary.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's scary. No, it's not necessarily scary. It's more of a psychological.
Everyone who tells me about it, it's Midsummer, by the way.
It's Midsummer.
Everyone who tells me about it seems genuinely afraid of this movie.
It's not scary.
Okay.
Yeah. No.
What are they talking about then?
I don't know. That's crazy to me. It's not scary.
Everyone's like, it's so fucking creepy and weird, and
it's
crawling
creepy.
in my skin.
But it's not like scary.
Well, how do you define scary?
Like,
jump scares?
No, like fear, like terrified.
What gives you that?
That's a good question, I guess. Not Midsummer. I don't know. The cult shit doesn't freak me out at all, really. It's not.
Is that just a you thing, or is that?
I don't know, like the movie Hereditary scared the shit out of me.
I haven't seen that.
Fuck. Goddamn. What does scare me? Huh. I don't really know. Yeah. We'll find out, I think.
Yeah. I like the psychological stuff.
Yeah.
A bit. I think where I draw the line is just gore for gore's sake, just like gross out shit like Human Centipede or like Turistas.
Yeah. I'm not really a big fan of Saw.
Yeah. Like, I mean, I like the psychological elements of it, but I don't like seeing it that way.
I have to look away often.
Yeah, so that's not for me. But I mean, I don't know. I think the classic jump scare horrors of the 80s and 90s are actually scarier, even though they're like shallower and more predictable.
Yeah.
The feeling of dread that the music and the tension builds in me is real.
Yeah.
And it's more real than the psychological stuff.
I would fully agree with that. You know, okay, Hills Have Eyes scared the fuck out of me.
What about Texas Chainsaw Massacre?
The old one didn't, because it was too old when I saw it.
Too goofy?
Yeah, it was a little too goofy. But the
new one?
The modern one did spook me a little bit.
What about the Rob Zombie shit?
Haven't seen it.
What? You've never
seen any of the Rob
What
Zombie
are they
movies.
called? I know he has
It's not Halloween, is it?
He did a Halloween remake,
did?
but that's not what I'm talking
Yeah.
about. With Dr. Satan, bro.
I never saw him.
Oh, why am I blanking on the name of this?
I don't know.
Gotta Google it. We'll cut this part out.
That's really interesting that I can't think of what scares me. It's like making me reflect upon being a child and what scared me the most then. So I guess like Silent Hill really scared me a lot. Chucky scared me a lot, but both of those when I was younger. Chucky really fucked with me.
I just found the Rob Zombie movies, House of a Thousand Corpses and The Devil's Rejects.
Yeah.
He did Halloween and Halloween 2 as well, remakes. Dude, House of a Thousand Corpses is pretty fucked up.
We should probably put that
And
on
Devil's
the list.
Rejects. But yeah, we're doing horrors.
Yes, we are.
Getting spooky for October. Sci-Fi September is done. Tell us if you're sad or if you're more excited for a Halloween. I, for one, can't wait till next September to do it again.
Dude, yeah, there are some absolute bangers that we gotta get to.
And we'll be watching a few sci-fis.
Oh, there's a constant.
Yeah, this is a constant feed.
We're gonna pepper them in the whole time. For sure.
We're gonna save 4 or 5 strong ones for a September batch.
Absolutely.
Sure.
Oh man, yeah, we gotta watch like Elysium next year. Would be a really good one.
I was thinking about Elysium today.
Dude, that's a good movie.
Yeah.
It's a really good one.
All right. Well.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening all the way to the end. Hopefully you've seen this movie and we didn't spoil everything for you. Shame if you haven't.
Shame.
Go ahead and like us, please.
When you just click the button.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel and leave a comment for engagement.
Hell yeah.
If you care about us, you will do that. You will do that.
You will. Yeah, share it with your family and friends.
Yep.
And we love you.
We'll see you next time. This has been Quiet in the Back.
Sci-Fi September.
Unity through enemy. No bug is a friend to me. Every human wants to kill the others, they're not real. No one votes unless they fight. Citizens embrace their might. Every day and every night. Dumb hot people doing fascism. Every bug deserves to die. Every human's on the same team. Take the planet, don't ask why. Life is easy in a fascist dream. Until you die in outer space, exterminating another race. When you gaze upon the face of dumb hot people doing fascism. It's us versus them. They don't deserve life. It's us versus them. They are the enemy. It's us versus them. For the citizens who vote. It's us versus them. You're next. You're next. The bugs are kinda gross, so they're easy to hate. But it's harder to stomach when the bugs are replaced with other real human people that have suffered this fate. This is an allegory for doing genocide. Humans killing humans wouldn't be as fun, because it's sexy and it's funny when they're shooting guns. If you imagine doing genocide to earn your rights, your society is fascist, this is no longer fun. It's us versus them. They don't deserve life. It's us versus them. They are the enemy. It's us versus them. For the citizens who vote. It's us versus them. You're next. You're next. Authoritarians, they wanna tell you how to live and how to die.